at the end of that, you wouldn't have gained level 5.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I did we retcon it, so I wasn't. I was all wanting to get my powers back.
You would not have got. You would have gotten your powers back.
Yeah.
Which by the end of the conversation, you would have realized that it would have required you eating that eye, which was not the most pleasant experience in your life, but you did it anyway.
Nice. So I have my powers back. Yay!
Yep.
That's nice.
Good start.
And I have remembered, like, as my soul journey enabled me to actually remember my past.
Yes. Everything that happened on the soul journey, still happened.
Okay.
Except it required you to the really dark, droopy eye thing.
Yeah, that's cool. I can scratch that off my inventory.
You still get to keep the jar, if you want to.
Thank you. Yes. I need a pencil.
Jar of storage.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, if you were to fit any of these fuckers into a jar, they would be isolated from the world.
Okay.
And unable to use their powers. But that might be a bit hard to do.
So as well, actually, how would I have learned that Dante had died? Would I have learned it, or would I have just searched for him, not be able to find him?
Well, you would have exited the library and waited for him at the foyer, as eventually the receptionist would say that I don't think your friend is coming out.
Part of me wishes he kind of had, but
Oh well. It's like more or less. I'm really sorry, but
he doesn't seem phased.
It's he will not come back, and I would not recommend going after him.
Oh, don't worry, it's the least of my concern.
Let's just say a lot of shit happened in his spirit quest.
Well, to be fair, actually, that's not just a spirit quest.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the fact that no one else is around from the party as well.
What? At least Craig didn't kill anyone this time when his character died.
There's always a traitor, Eugene. There's always one traitor.
What? No.
And that's always Craig.
There's always
exactly.
On the bright side, he actually didn't take anyone with him this time. So that's something.
That's true. Not self. If I ever go on a spirit journey, I go alone.
And have Craig watch your back.
Not alone.
But Craig is
myself
so good at
watch my
watching.
back. It's not you and me, it's about me and me.
And me, and me, and me, and me again. So yeah, that was your
Bitchin', I'm still alive.
Wow.
So I can never hopeful.
Well, I mean, I was prepared either way. I wouldn't have minded.
Well, Ray will be spending his time devoted to research. He'll go back to the City of Knowledge and put every ounce of strength, energy, sleepless nights, getting involved in the research around the parasite, around the other dimension, around the memories and the knowledge that he has took back with him.
The memories are horrific. That knowledge, you probably would have actually locked it away. Not locked it away.
I put it inside a computer, you may remember, and I will be sharing it
What was that?
I got your
with
character.
those who can help me.
Oh, fuck off.
What?
You got my character sheet wet.
I have come.
I suppose, that's fair enough, Damon. I did kill you.
I've come to trust these people.
I do apologise.
Somewhat. I still find suspicion as much as any government, but they know far more than I do, and I realise that I can give them the help that they may.
Nope, that's fair. More or less, your start with this is not, because it takes, you know, a while for them to kind of either trust you or, you know, to actually start up. But eventually you you know, get to working for the various research.
I'm good.
Actually, yeah, you probably start as kind of, I will
I'm
help
also
you,
scared.
but I have this
Okay.
idea that I want to do, and eventually you will pitch it to
Okay.
people, and through working for a little while, you will
Bless you.
get to pretty much, you know, where you get your powers restored. Not really powers restored, but the thing sucked out of you.
Yes.
Pretty much, what do you want to know about it?
I want to know what it is. I want to know why it's here. I am unreasonably,
Aroused.
I am.
I guess, consumed by the fact that this is out there. This is not of this
No, take it
world,
from
and
there.
this has
What was that?
defined
from
my
there.
life.
Nobody
Sex before
knows anything about this thing, anything at all. And you know, after a while, obviously not trusting them, you eventually get the feeling that yeah, they actually don't know. What you have recorded on the computers is give me an intelligence test to read it. This is intelligence research.
Two.
Yep, it's definitely words. It's words that make sentences. It feels like the entirety of this is what you kind of done appears. It's like obviously no images, no nothing like that. It's all kind of written. It's like
It's a green
rumblings of somebody, of a madman.
It's like a green text.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's just dump code.
It's all like it's all like these all
Like
got,
no,
it's got
it
the arrows.
makes
like,
it makes you know, with some time you can work out quite a few of the things which are written there, which tells a bit more of like you know what you saw and whatnot. But it's like it's somebody from a mental institute who's permanently locked in one of them soft rooms was given a marker to scribble on walls, kind of thing.
Got it.
a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, the video game crazy, not the real world crazy. But talking to the researchers, obviously they know nothing about it. What they know is that more or less the research eventually, you'll get there, but the research that they're doing is they are trying to get the power, kind of the current energy cells that exist. They're trying to improve them to draw more power, but obviously it's not very successful, and for whatever reason it causes like the reason why they're not successful, because sometimes when they manage to draw a lot of power, it causes living creatures around it to mutate, which is what they're trying to prevent. And you know, you will eventually get your hands on a video record of what happened, you know, with the thing you guys fought, which is currently stuck in a tube in one of the rooms. You can always come and visit.
I'll talk to it like a friend would talk to his friend's
Well,
grave.
actually, that's not exactly correct. It's not stuck in one of the rooms. You can enter a code, and it will bring up one of the cylinders in which it is stuck. From what you know, that there is actually multiple, not that creature, but of various creatures like that. There's actually quite a few various cylinders in this place, just stored down in the vault somewhere.
Now and again, in the quiet hours of the night, I will.
You can't really go into the vault, but you can always bring up.
I will talk to the creature
Yeah,
as
okay.
like I was talking to Craig himself.
It's a bit crazy.
I would
After you
talk
doing
about the stories
yep,
he has.
after you doing it a few times.
About doing this.
Yep, after you doing it, obviously because you do it every so often, eventually somebody will see it, but they don't say much. But you will definitely know that some of the researchers go, yeah, he talks to the creatures. It's weird, but also the shit that we are doing and what he went through is also it's understandable. It's not affecting his work. He's still functional, and he isn't actually crazy. So he just talks to the creatures sometimes. It's weird. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Rumblings on Madman, creatures and tanks. Yep. More or less, they're trying to improve the cell, and obviously the energy that comes off of it sometimes mutates things. And the video that you would have found was a video of literally this experiment going on as one of the cells, as they were trying to increase its power draw. It seemed to be stable, and then they kind of put a mouse in to kind of see whether it does anything, as you do because lab rats. And it's literally when kind of the camera goes fuzzy and blank, like there is no footage after that. But when it's that camera is broken, but there is obviously footage spliced from a different camera, which is outside of the laboratory, where it shows the creature breaking through the doors and making a run for it.
Causes equipment failure.
Yeah. So something in that room happened. From the descriptions that are left, it's like the cell and the creature kind of fused together. It was from the reports you get, but there is no actual footage of it at all.
The fact that a living being and a D cell living to somewhat in a
Kind of fused
symbiote
together.
relationship, it hits home heavily, and it only furthers my idea that I'm looking into the right thing.
Yep.
I guess as I come to peace with my own mind and the fact that there's not much more I can glean from here, I will be putting more and more time and effort into just whatever projects are going around, whatever they'll have me with, just to keep myself occupied and entertained until the time comes around.
Well, this is one of their bigger projects. The rest are just small things.
Okay.
Like improving crop yields. Just
I did wonder about that.
making life better. Well, technically, everything they do is to try to make life better, including the energy
we
thing.
research crop yields, concrete sometimes, some vehicles and fuel, interdimensional travel and parasites that live inside humans. Just things to improve life.
I was thinking if we use like locusts, but like reverse engineer them to actually give life into plants.
That would be cool, yeah.
To just vomit life. I am the Lord.
Well, the animal kingdom's still disturbing.
Just to point that out, that that's another way. That's an apocalypse scenario I haven't actually ever thought of. I can honestly say, locusts which vomit on vegetation to make it grow faster, so that the entirety of Earth gets covered in more and more vegetation, and we as humans cannot fight off the continuous vegetation.
It's supposed to be
Vitalization.
As it literally destroys our buildings.
We
everything,
tried, damn it.
farms, everything, yeah. That's a really cool post-apocalypse scenario, actually.
That's like